Center for the Ethiopian Educational Information and Communication Technology presents Educational Satellite Television Programs.
Hello, teacher. Hello, students. Welcome to the first unit of Grade 11 Civics. Civics is the study of the rights and duties of citizens. In other words, in this class, you will study the systems that govern the country, paying close attention to the role of citizens. In this unit, you will study the basic principles of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia Constitution. You will learn more about your rights and responsibilities as citizens of this country. The unit will help you to expand your knowledge and understanding of democracy so that you can benefit from it and participate fully in it. Students, this is going to be a very important unit. It is essential for Ethiopians to understand democracy so that it will become deep-rooted in Ethiopian culture. Students, in this lesson, we will talk about the basic principles of democracy. This is a necessary first step to understanding how democracy works. It is also important for an appreciation of the rights and responsibilities of citizens. Today's lesson will focus on the following three principles of democracy: the sovereignty of the people, the supremacy of the Constitution, and the respect for human and democratic rights. If you are ready, we will begin. Students, a constitution is a written record of fundamental principles upon which a state is governed. A constitution is the supreme law of the country. The Constitution of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia is a long document that sets out all of the detailed rights, privileges, and responsibilities of Ethiopian citizens. The Constitution has been formed according to a few basic principles. These basic principles guide every detail of the Constitution. Therefore, before we can understand the Constitution in a detailed way, it is necessary to know what these basic principles are. The first principle of democracy that we will examine is the sovereignty of the people. Students, let us try to understand what this means by doing an activity. What does the word sovereignty mean? Write down a definition for this term. After you have completed your definition, try to apply it to the phrase sovereignty of the people. What do you think this phrase means? Do your best, students. I will see you in a few minutes.
Students, let's get ready. Begin. Time's up. Let's get back to our lesson.
Well done, everyone. I am sure you had no difficulty with this activity. The word sovereignty means supreme power or authority. It is a word that is often used in connection with a monarch. However, Ethiopia is not a monarchy. It is a democracy, and one of its principles is the sovereignty of the people. This means that the power or authority of the state rests with the people. Students, let us continue to think about the meaning of the sovereignty of the people. It is the belief that the state is made lawful through the consent of the people. The people are the source of all political power. In a democratic state, the sovereignty of the people is mediated through representatives who are elected for terms of office. When their terms are over, there is an election. The people can re-elect a representative for another term, or they can elect someone else instead. The sovereignty of the state means that the rulers of the nation are not separate from the people. Rather, they have been put into their positions of leadership through the people's will. The second basic principle of the Ethiopian Constitution is the supremacy of the Constitution. Students, now that you have a good idea of what the sovereignty of the people means, write a short list of your ideas about the meaning of the supremacy of the Constitution.
Students, let's get ready. Begin. Time's up. Let's get back to our lesson.
Welcome back. I am sure you have many excellent ideas. The supremacy of the Constitution means that all laws are subordinate to the Constitution. Any practice that conflicts with the laws of the Constitution is performed outside of the law and authority of the state. The supremacy of the Constitution also means that all citizens have the duty to respect and observe the Constitution. Those who govern the nation are equally responsible for upholding the Constitution. Respecting the Constitution is essential for the rule of law to prevail in the nation. If the supremacy of the Constitution is respected, then the human and democratic rights of citizens are protected too. This brings us to the third principle of the Ethiopian Constitution, the respect for human and democratic rights. As you know, human rights are universal freedoms and rights that everyone is entitled to by virtue of being human. Democratic rights are those that belong to the citizens of a democratic nation under the law of the Constitution. The respect for human and democratic rights means that citizens are allowed to exercise their rights. Students, suppose a person is told that she is too uneducated to vote. What human right does this statement violate? What democratic right is violated? Write your answers on a piece of notepaper.
Students, let's get ready. Begin. Time's up. Let's get back to our lesson.
Good work, students. I am sure that you had no trouble identifying that telling a person that she is too uneducated to vote violates her human right to be treated with respect, and it violates her democratic right to participate in the systems that govern her country. Students, in this lesson, we have learned about 3 of the basic principles of the Ethiopian Constitution. In our next lesson, we will talk about 2 more principles. Until next time, thank you, teacher. Thank you, students.